be loving you forever. Deep inside my heart, you'll leave me never. Even if you took my heart and tore it apart, I would love you still forever. You are the same.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Cinematic Soul. First of all, let me just say thank you all for listening. This is actually the season finale of the podcast, and when I made this particular one, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't the exact same as my other podcast, Magic Movies and Melanin, which also had Shani on, my guest today. But I wanted to make sure that this one was, while I talked about the culture, also dived into the details a bit more in these films because they're films that, let's be honest, often get overlooked, especially this one today when it comes to the culture and even, Hollywood. So I wanted to make sure I gave our people the shine they deserve, men, women, everyone, and especially with it being Women's History Month. It's so funny because this movie came to my mind and I was nervous about it. I was like, can I do BAPS? Will this work on the podcast? Like, have people seen it? I'm like, I know some people have, but I did a poll the other day on X and I think it said maybe 10% of the people had seen it. And some was like, I've seen it once, I don't remember what happened in the movie. I was just like, y'all don't remember this movie at all? Like, I remember every scene like I just saw it, but I was like, let me watch it again to make sure. But yeah, I remember every scene, detail by detail. So I was like, nah, I got to do it. And I'm glad, like I said, I have my special guest today, Miss Shani Showbiz, is on the pod, ready to get
Thank
it
you for
going.
having me. I'm so glad to be here in this space. I
Yes,
completely enjoyed our last conversation, and I said then that I can't wait to come back. And
yes, you
we are
did.
finally here, and I'm looking forward to this conversation.
That is good to hear. And it's so funny because I was thinking about guests for this podcast, and I was like, well, no matter what, I gotta have Shani back on because that Sister Act episode that we did. If you haven't heard it, I'm gonna post a link to that episode so you gotta go listen so you can know how we got down on that episode. I was listening back to that, and I was just like, the conversation just flowed and it felt so natural. But also, we hit the spots that needed to be hit, And I was like, I feel like in podcasting, especially in film review podcasts, that's very important to me because that's just how my brain works either way. So when somebody else can connect on that same level and be passionate on that same level, I was like, nah, you have to come back for sure. And here we are talking about BAPS.
Yes, yeah. Baps, it gets the credit for being a great uh, film
Hmm.
as an existence and for being part of what I have learned on the Instagrams and TikToks to be hoochie history. And this was a prime time to be black. This time, this setting, um,
Hmm.
even though, you know, things were staged, this was a very accurate reality for how black people lived in
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah.
And it's the mannerisms, it's the outfits, it's the hairstyles, it's the personalities, it's the relationships,
Hmm.
it's putting on display um kind of in the Mary Tyler Moore kind of sense, um
Yeah.
how people glamorized LA, California, the American dream, or the dream of becoming a star. Um, before the times that we know now,
Yes.
getting your talent out there was nothing. You could sit outside of a barber shop and
Mm-hmm.
sound good, and some record exec just walked out of the store across the street. Next thing you know, you're on somebody's stage selling out tickets.
Got you on Soul Train. Yeah.
And talent was everywhere.
Yes.
But when you went to LA, that's when you knew that you made it. And so this movie, jest and all,
Yeah.
it
Yes. Absolutely.
it shows a lighthearted side of black existence.
Mm-hmm.
And we all relate to it really well because we know somebody who is just like who we are watching in this movie.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
and black people, we are all just like spiritually related in some way, shape, or form anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So we are watching our aunties, our cousins, our classmates, our neighbors, our uh friends, cousins, sister twice removed, on this screen. And so
Mm-hmm.
there's so much that we can unpack here. There's so many directions that we can go. And as you stated before about Women's History Month,
Yes.
this oh we this is prime time auntie. This is
Yes.
the
Yes.
shaping of the culture. This
Absolutely.
is the time when people uh like you and me, literally in our age bracket, we are seeing what it is that we want to embody
Yes.
when we get older. Not knowing that we're going to be in a different time, not knowing that the reality that we see
Yeah.
is not going to continue as we grow.
Not quite the same. Yeah.
And it's really a time when you had to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, let's just get into it. What direction you want to go first?
I was gonna say it's funny because we are 7 minutes in, and I was like, Shani is already preaching them down. They have no idea. They have no idea what's about to happen. But just in case you didn't know, that little 7 minutes was just the beginning,
Oh Lord,
and
y'all, I'm so sorry.
we're gonna get into it. No, 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 don't be sorry because that's exactly why I was like, with this movie, I want a very particular person to talk about it with, and I just knew you could take it there. So don't be sorry. Thank you for being you, and obviously, as the host, I can like guide the conversation, But I want you to have those points where you just stop and let it all out
Okay, so
because
so this
that's what
gonna
makes
be
a
like
great
Larry
podcast.
King live. I'm here for
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. But with that being said, like I said earlier, there was someone who I talked about the movie who hadn't remembered the movie. And they said they maybe saw it once or twice, but didn't remember what happened. So if you're like that person, let me explain the plot just a little bit, like the backstory of what B.A.P.S is. So first of all, when you hear B.A.P.S, you're like, the hell is a B.A.P.S? So
Okay.
B.A.P.S, right? B.A.P.S stands for Black American Princesses, which is kind of cool. Like as a kid, I was like, I don't get it, but like as an adult, I think that's cool how they have black women in the forefront. And speaking of black women, it's funny because the person who wrote the script um, was a black woman who goes by the name of Troy Byer. And
Mhm.
if the name doesn't ring a bell, if you see her, she was actually in the movie. She was the like lawyer at the end who came and told them who was getting this and that. She had like the red and the short haircut, and she
Mhm.
was actually um in another movie with the person who directed this movie. She played Baby Doll in the Five Heartbeats. So if you've seen that, the woman who played Baby Doll is who wrote this script for this movie.
Yeah,
And like
Troy
I
Baker.
said, yeah,
Her money is long.
oh
Okay.
yeah, oh yeah, big time.
I first came into contact with Troy Baker, not personally, but I learned
I was
about
about to say, all right, come
saw
on.
her for the first time on screen, actually in a different world.
Oh yeah, yeah,
She played Monica on season 1/2. Um, and I need y'all to know I'm a diehard A Different World fan. So if y'all like I didn't see her, trust me, look, you'll find her in the Christmas episode of
I
season
love
1.
it.
All right.
I
Um,
love it. I love it.
and as you stated, then I also saw her in the Five Heartbeats, but
Hmm.
she also is the writer of Love Don't Cost a Thing
Yes, yes, she
that
is.
stars Christina Milian
Hmm.
and that man with 8 baby mamas.
That man with 12 kids, huh? Yeah.
Man.
Money
So
long.
yeah, so Troy been out here, and I think she
Yeah.
had something to do with How to Be a Player.
Yes. Yes, she did.
So like yeah, definitely someone you should know in black/women/black women's history.
Hmm.
And she's also a baddie. Okay.
She is.
She,
Still too.
my lord. Okay. And
To this
that's
day.
another thing that I love about these movies. They have timeless black women. Okay. We have
Yes.
seen
Yes.
Halle through I don't know how many hairstyles, how many clothing choices, how
Losing
many
kids, you know.
personalities, uh relationships and children, and
Hmm.
my lord, today
Everything.
that woman still has not missed a beat.
And that's
And
who on Twitter talking to us every day.
okay, and rest in peace to Natalie Desselle Reed,
Yep.
um, who is the other main character in the movie,
Yes.
and who was also, first of all, money long, and a wonderful actress. I believe
Indeed.
she's one of those actresses that's not really acting. She is
Oh
being
no, she meant it.
herself.
She
And
absolutely meant
that's
that.
the beauty of acting, especially when you get a character that you are able to connect to. It's like, oh, okay, well, this is what it is. She embodied every role that she played. My
Hmm.
favorite, as I'm sure you're about to agree, my favorite role is
I know where
Minerva
you're going.
in
Yep.
Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella.
Yep. Absolutely.
She because she's very clearly not for the children.
No. No.
But you got this girl in this
She made
G
it
rated,
work though.
and she did that, and she sang too, and she's not even a singer.
No, not at all. She still
But
did it though.
yeah, she's someone that every woman again can relate to. You got an auntie,
Yeah.
sister, cousin, best friend who acts just like her, looks just like her, dresses just like her. Um, and she did that Mickey role it
She
like
did.
it was butter. You can also catch her on Eve playing Shelly's best friend Janie. Um, And there's something else that I'm oh, Medea's what's that? Big family reunion? No. Medea's oh Lord. It's the one where Loretta Devine dies.
Oh, I don't think I saw that one.
The one where Bow Wow find out that his mama is really his sister. And Tiana was
Okay. Okay.
Irene.
That one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
she
got you.
played that the mean child who was mad at Bow Wow's mama and aired out that Bow Wow's mama is really his sister. Well, his sister is really his mama,
Really, his mama.
and that his mama that he know is his grandma. So, yeah, go ahead, look her up, enjoy her. And I hope that even after listening to this episode, you are very much more inclined to keep this movie in rotation because it's also a good comfort movie. This is a
It's
movie
necessary.
you sit down and you can eat your popcorn or your ice cream or whatever, and you are going to cackle at all the things that you see, hear, all of that. So yeah.
Absolutely. And it's one of those because I was gonna say that later on, like about it being a comfort movie, because I turned it on today just to do like another rewatch. I've watched it like 5 times in the past week. But I wasn't feeling the greatest this morning. I just watched the movie, and when I tell you, like I said, I knew it was gonna come up in every scene. I knew it was about to happen, but for some reason, still seeing it and hearing her say, "Give me your plate, give me your plate," like it
Okay.
still just it still hits, even though I knew what was coming. So definitely a comfort film. This movie. Back to the plot for a second, for y'all who don't know. So Niecy and Mickey were two waitresses from Decatur, Georgia, and they had dreams of opening a combination hair salon and soul food restaurant, which is very black. Like that idea in itself. You want a hair salon, but in the back you got the soul food. I see the vision,
I
but
definitely do.
I'm like that's a very specific niche thing that I
You are
love that they did.
fulfilling two needs. Because
Absolutely.
how many times, ladies, because I know you can
Hmm.
feel me. I don't know how many times I've sat in somebody's chair for hours. And all I've
Especially
had
the
was
braids.
maybe a bag of chips or a little pack of cookies.
Mm.
Like, and then you see one of the stylists who just finished about five heads sitting in her chair with the fattest plate of Chinese food.
Mm.
Or the shampoo girl is on lunch and she got, oh, I was about to get real Chicago. I was about to say she got Harold's. Woo, she got a chicken plate.
What's Harold's?
Okay, the best
That's
chicken
funny.
on this side of heaven.
Ooh, hot take alert.
Oof.
Ooh.
I'm
We can talk
sorry.
about that later. We can talk about that later.
Woo. But like you are literally, and especially during the times when it's like Easter or
Hmm.
like a major event where you need to be fried, dyed, and laid to the side.
Talk to him.
You are smelling Luster's and Motion's pink oil moisturizer. You're smelling Afro Sheen. You're
I
smelling Pump
can't.
It Up Spritz, Pro Style brown gel.
Not the
There
jail.
are hair clips and bobos and weaves and tracks and wigs and hair dyes and perms and uh oh Lord, it's whatever you can think of, it's there. And not only are you just sitting, you ain't just sitting there unentertained. There's about three TVs going on with three different programs, but they are having conversations about
Hmm.
men and oh, this is where I get historical. The
Oh,
black
come on.
hair salon and the black barber shop
Yes.
served so many purposes. And it was a place where we would commune and we are airing out grievances, or we are sharing testimonies, or we're having town hall meetings. We're meeting somewhere where no one can tell us we can't. And so as we're getting back to the vision, you're sitting there and you're not entertained. You're hearing
Hmm.
this conversation. You got people walking in selling stuff. Hey, I got candy, I got this, I got that. Um you are what you're people watching. At the
All the
barber
above,
shop, you
honestly.
got somebody playing a game of checkers or a game of chess.
Take a
If
Fred in
you
the
watch
corner.
the movie Barbershop, it's four of them.
Hmm. Yeah, it's for.
But pay attention to that first one.
Yes, especially the first one.
That shows you the heart of the black essence. And another way that we come together is food. That's the main way that we come together. Somebody
Oh,
birthday,
I'm
we
with you.
eating. Somebody died, we eating. We need to discuss a matter.
We
Coffee
eating.
and we just had an argument and we done made up. We finna go get something to eat. We sitting in the house and having a good time. Ooh, child, what I got in the refrigerator? What I got in the freezer? We sitting around spilling tea or sharing family history, and it's, oh, I got a hankering for this. All right, I need about 2 cups of flour, three sticks of butter. Like,
Especially when the food is good now, because when the food is good, that's when the tea really come out. Like that's when the drama. That's when you really hear who did what and what cousin Faith did with Kenny. That's when. That's
okay,
when it all come out
and and
over at
and
that table. Yeah.
and if you ain't supposed to be at that table and they ain't told you to get up, you taking notes. So the vision, especially in Decatur, Georgia, it is
Yes.
so appropriate that you have a town that is small, everybody know everybody. It's a humble beginning type of place. Everybody there got dreams. You got somebody named Miss Somebody who got a grandbaby that had made it out the hood and send her about $1,000 check every time they money clear. And it's all pieces of a puzzle that really is just familiar.
Absolutely. So my next question to that is, do you? I know probably not because this was a long time ago. Do you remember the first time you saw it, or your first impressions of the movie itself, and what did you think as a kid watching BAPS?
I know that I was older than no, I was younger than 10 when
Yep.
I first saw it because I have two older cousins who are, when I was born they were like 16, and they babysat me a lot. And so that's when I started getting little pieces of the culture. I knew rap music and R&B when I because I was riding in the car with them, or I'm
That's
at the
all the good
house and
cousins.
they got the music on deaf and we're listening to Usher and Immature and that man that we don't like no more. Uh
Yeah.
and Mr. Dog Pound himself. I'm getting all of
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
And between the both of them, the movie collection was ridiculous. There was not a movie that could not be found betwixt the both. So I first watched that movie with them just because it was a movie that they decided to just pop in. And what I first noticed was that, again, we're talking about the culture.
Hmm.
If you are someone who has already seen BEPS, I'm speaking on the fashion and the hairstyles and the appearance that we had. So, from head to toe, literally, on top of your head, the extravagant hairstyles that people were getting back then, I'm in that era right now.
Booyah. Do you
And
mind lowering your hair, Shani?
I had my first 90s hairstyle um back in November for my
Hmm.
birthday photo shoot.
Yeah.
It was very much giving auntie. I look like my name was Latanya. Okay.
Come on, Latanya. Shout out to me. Shout out to my sister Latanya.
Oh man. And so it's the updos, it's the amount of
Hmm.
weave that you need to give your hair a little oomph. It's the hair color, it's the hair products that's being used, which tells, that which gives away the time that we're in at this current moment.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
these particular cousins of mine, they rock the updos. They rocked the gaudy jewelry. They rocked the different style of clothing. They rocked the popular perfume. Um, I don't. Well, one of them, she got her nails done long and curved out, all of that. The other one, not so much. Like she did a little bit, but she didn't do too much. Um, not so much did they have the grills or the gold teeth, but that was a part of the culture. Everybody had a grill. Everybody had a gold tooth. Um, and really, it was a hip hop influence. Everybody's rocking some type of a Cuban link chain or some type of medallion looking charm. um, and it's like while we're all looking the same, we're all standing out at the same time. And so that's the impression that I got when I first watched the movie. But I was probably, so at that time, I was probably about like 4 or 5. Sorry, mom. Um, but then when I was about maybe 8, that's probably when I was like understanding the plot because I had another older
Okay.
cousin and this movie was her favorite movie. And this is like the only movie that she's talking about, because she is someone who connects to Mickey as well as far as being a good cook. And so when I was watching it with her, that's when I was like, "Ooh, they not right. Oh, this is you know." And then watching it as
Right.
a teen and then as an adult, ooh, it's, of course your perspectives are different because you're able to place yourself in the shoes of these characters. And if I was in Decatur, Georgia, especially during that time, I'd have went down to LA too. Especially if it's so
Yes.
easy for
Same.
me to be in the same room with somebody and do an audition, even if I don't get it. Them girls were planning to be there for 24 hours. Somebody was gonna see me. I was gonna make the best of that. And this it's kind of like a rags to riches in a way. Um
Absolutely, it is.
and it's Mama, I made it, or we getting out the hood,
Good
and
things
they
come in three,
always
all of
being
that.
themselves.
Hmm.
And don't get me wrong, this movie, it starts out in a way where you feel like you can't take it seriously.
Yes.
You're looking at it and it's like, all right, now, which direction are we going? We got Halle Berry wearing blonde,
And
wearing this blonde wig
don't forget the gold tooth.
with a gold tooth in this old school waitress uniform,
Hmm.
and she's talking in a way that we've never heard her speak.
That's true,
And
yeah.
then we see Natalie, who we haven't seen her necessarily in this light. We saw her in How to Be a Player,
Right.
and she was in Patterns and Colors, and we know her personality, but the gold tooth was never something that we imagined being on the bingo card. And then we're hearing about this audition and they're taking it seriously, and you got Bernie Mac with I don't know what in his mouth.
Uncle Bernie.
That's another thing.
Or
This
Uncle
movie is
Bernie.
so star studded,
Yeah.
and that's my
All the
favorite thing about a
cameos.
black movie. One thing about a black movie, we gon' have people.
LL
Everybody
Cool
is
J, Howard Hewitt,
one production.
Leon for like 2 seconds.
Leon, Howard Hewitt, LL Cool J,
Heavy D.
Heavy
Shout out to
D.
Heavy D. Yeah.
Oh my God. Just and on a, I'm not gonna say a lower scale, but like on a non performance artist scale,
Hmm.
you got dude that played Phil on Jamie Foxx.
Yep.
You got Spully and David from How to Be a Player.
Come on with the names. AJ Johnson, shout out to my boy. Rest in peace.
Oh.
Alex Thomas, still funny as hell.
um, you who else do you got? Mm, mm, mm. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm blanking right now because I'm looking at the scenes, and I can't remember who the bartender is.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name.
Yeah,
I know who
like
you're talking about though, yeah.
he's somebody.
That scene is hilarious, by the way. Could nobody pay for those 4 hurricanes? Like he said that'd be 16 even. They
You
and you got it,
staring
dog?
at
I'm just like
$4 a piece, my boy.
y'all ain't got at least buy theirs and then you can like not have it like but like buy them there too.
Right there,
Not the four,
man.
you know?
There was
They
a,
just
a
fumbled.
there was a
Yeah.
code of conduct. We were
That
a
was crazy.
proper country.
You fight for your girl and then you can't buy her beer afterwards. Like that's wild.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh God, and that's the relationship trope that
Hmm.
that we had and still have in black
Yes,
movies.
yes.
Oh Lord, but it does add to it.
Hmm.
Especially with how we see the development of the characters as the movie goes on. Um, I told y'all that it's so much to unpack and so much to embody here.
There's a lot. There's a lot that happened in that short time frame. It's only an hour and 28 minutes, but so much happened in this, like from start to finish. There was like action, scene, cameo, 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 comedy, cameo,
Yeah.
drama. Like it was just back to back to back to back, which I appreciate because I don't need 3.5 hours for you to tell me this story. If I get that and it's a full story, cool. But you can break it down to this hour and a half and tell me all like they got the jokes off, and they got the cameos off, they got the love songs, the I'll be loving you. They got all this off in this
Forever.
short time frame. Like it can be done. Death,
Oh
spoiler
man,
alert.
the
You know what I mean?
soundtrack. Listen,
Yeah,
people's
yeah.
rent was due, and they were getting it paid.
Where's that group at now?
Ooh, that.
What's the
Ooh,
name? Damage. I think I just put that song up.
mm.
That song was smooth.
And I bet you
That was a
they
joint.
still kicking it. They out here.
I hope so.
It's ooh we. I really feel sorry for you if you're not black because it is really lit over here. Okay.
I'm dead.
We
That's
have
funny.
talent, we have rhythm, our food tastes good.
Hopefully,
Um,
hopefully.
and we come in different types of black. We are not a
Yes.
mon-
Heavy on that. Because me.
Oh God. And it's just people were in their bag when they were putting together the soundtracks for
Mm-hmm.
our movies. And
Especially in those 90s. Yeah.
and you might not know the song right away, but it's still it lingers with you, and you find yourself just singing it one day, and then you like, hey, whoever you talk to between Siri and that other one, um, you tell
Yep.
them listen to this or to Shazam this, and then it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, and our movie soundtracks tend to be like that, but like they set the tone again for like the reality that we thought we were going to have. I remember even being about 3 or 4 years old, and I'm watching just regular TV, not knowing that
Yeah.
there's people behind the scenes who got a bed of music over a video. No, I'm thinking I'm going to be walking around LA with music playing.
Right.
I am going to have this music that really sounds like should be playing in the health club, but it's working for
Yep.
me walking down the street from out of
That's
the
so funny.
office and into this coffee house,
Mm-hmm.
with my shades and my bold red lipstick from Fashion Fair down at the counter inside of the Carsons. Like y'all.
Shani's for the culture, y'all. Just in case you didn't know. Just in case you don't know who Shani is. She is all about the blackness and about black culture. And on that note, and about the fashion, it's funny because we're talking about women's history and black history. The fashion designer, the costume designer for this movie, Miss Ruth E. Carter. Like first of all, clap for her real quick because Ruth in everything she works on from over 70 films, y'all. By the way,
Lord.
the sheet is long. Like Malcolm X worked with Steven Spielberg, Amistad, Black Panther. She won multiple Oscars for Black Panther, the first black woman to win multiple Oscars in any category, mind
Mm-hmm.
you. I said multiple, not one. So when you talk about black excellence and black women, you got to give her all the flowers. Like this movie in particular, right? Like you said, from the hairstyles to that scene on the plane where Mickey's hair was too big and she had the words in the hair, and Deborah Wilson came to her,
Yes.
"Would you mind lowering your hair?" Like, just the small details and the rubber jumpsuits. It was just unapologetically black from top
Yes.
to bottom. And I love that. I love that she made it like that because she could have like changed this. She could have said, I'm gonna tone it down. She said, no, I'm giving them all go tos. They're gonna be in the club called the go to, where they gotta like check your teeth to make sure you got the golds. Like this film is just heavy on the blackness, and she had the wardrobe from top to bottom feeling extra black. And I want to know, how do you think this movie impacted the fashion for black culture, or what do you think you liked most about the fashion from that time period?
Um. Wow. So what do I wait? What was the first part?
Do you think the movie had an impact on the fashion in black culture, or was it like a representation of that time in black culture? And then what do you feel about it? Like, how did you like the fashion at that time from your point of view?
Absolutely. It definitely did some great contributions to the culture, or at least it did a good job in putting it on display. Um,
Portraying that, yeah.
because you only saw it. Well, I'm not gonna say only. You mainly saw it in the rap videos
Hmm.
and different lights that uh would project negativity upon the style
Right.
altogether. And
Stereotypes.
the light that it was put in by the media, it promoted the opinion that it is associated with violence, with
Hmm.
foul language, with immoral compasses, um, that people who partook in dressing like this acted in a way that was not perceived as intelligent or competent, when really this is the people who are dressing like this are a part, they have fallen victim to a system that wasn't made for them in the first place. So to sit there and act as if I'm not a smart just because of how I dress, when we got literal dummies and ties, is a bit ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
But um it did a good job in portraying it in a positive light. But my feeling has always been that this was something that was amazing to me. Um, it to me it showed that anybody who dressed like this was someone who could do what they wanted to do. I've always been a person that was my only goal in life, low key, as a kid. Outside of wanting a career or whatever the case was, I just wanted to be able to do what I wanted to do without nobody having any objection to it, or without me caring about anybody having an objection to
To
it.
just live your life to the fullest.
Absolutely. And
Absolutely.
um as I grew and became interested in getting my nails done, and then
Hmm.
wanting to have makeup done and stuff like that, it kind of it set a standard. Um, I had a couple of 90s esque hairstyles as a child. I was born in 92, so I still had a good 7 year span.
Come on,
Um,
92.
to grow up and be able to have some styles that would be memorable to this day.
Hmm.
And I'm able to say that I've had my hair done with Marcel curling irons, uh,
Wow.
with a hot
Wow.
comb. I've sat in somebody's kitchen while that comb was rotated on
Mm.
the stove.
Smell it too.
I've had an ear burned once or twice. Uh, I've had all types of braids, beads, bobos, woo woos, uh,
Shells and things.
hairballs, scrunchies,
Mm-hmm.
clips, glitter. Uh, I wanted it all. I had the I Love Jesus barrettes and the flower barrettes. I had the I Love Jesus hairballs. I had the oh Lord, what else did I have? I had the little sock bun thing. I had the bump it where you could put a little hump in your head if you wanted to. I don't even know why that was a popular hairstyle, but I
Yeah.
rocked it quite a few times. Um, but again, like those hairstyles kind of set a standard as to, when I grow up, this is a look that I want to have.
Mm-hmm.
That this is what women look like, and I've seen, I grew up learning the other side of it all. I grew up wearing stockings and tights and slips and camisoles and a lap skirt, a girdle. I grew up saved. Okay,
Hallelujah.
my mama didn't even start letting me show my legs until maybe close to high school. So I knew about wearing a skirt that was below your knee, or T length rather, or when you got the denim skirt, you started
Yep.
feeling like you was part of Kirk Franklin and New Nation.
You want a revolution? Come on.
Okay, with your slip on Converses that you got from down at the Walmart. Um, I had the little tied up shirts in the back when you had a quick little ponytail holder. Did your 1-2, rolled it up in the bike, and
That's funny.
now you that thing. Yeah, I've done some styles in my time, and having known both sides of that spectrum, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, that's the balance that I want to have. And I like to think that I have that kind of a balance. I'm trying to develop it more as I'm adding to my wardrobe. Because I'm still in my 30s, so I still got to, you know,
Still got
act like it,
time. You gotta
like it,
coordinate.
got to coordinate. Um, and I, I feel as though I have a hand of responsibility in the upkeep of it as well, because without us, this recipe is lost. Um,
Mm.
because Gen Z only sees it as a day for Spirit Week, and
Ah, yeah.
we it's disrespectful because
Halloween party.
this was our way of life.
Yeah.
We were wearing overalls, and we were wearing clothes that fit, and even the clothes that was too tight, whatever the case was, you looked good. um and I don't know, just we had a lot more care back then. um and it was so many hands in the same pots. And I think in that sense we're reviving it, but that's probably as far as it's going with Gen Z.
Yep.
Outside of that, there's like a small portion of Gen Z that actually does care, and they actually take the time out to learn the history behind the things that they are making the homecoming days and spirit weeks and stuff like that. But the rest of them is just like, oh, my mama or my auntie or my grandma used to dress like this back in the day, and I think it's funny, and that's about it. No, sweets, like, I need you to look beyond the mere fact that you're looking at a picture of your grandma with this Newport hanging out her mouth and this gold tooth. I need you to know that, like,
That is so
your
specific.
grandma was that thing.
That girl back in the day.
She could walk out with 10 rings on her fingers. and she can be just going to the liquor store and not even having to spend her own money.
You said that
Like,
Mr. Henry gave her a couple dollars, huh?
like, and Mr. Fred was
No
about to take
question.
her out that night.
Mm.
This is an
Yeah.
era where people went dancing. This is the time people actually went out. They actually, you had to actually come in
They were
contact with
outside.
people. If you wanted to have a good
Interaction,
time,
yeah.
sitting in your house was not going to be the way to do it. You went down to the club, and when you went down to the club, you cared about how you looked, man
Mm-hmm.
or woman.
Yes.
We
How
spent
times have changed.
hours on our hair, on our lipstick. Like, if you knew you were going to the club that night, you were out early in the morning at that mall. It was an all day process to prepare for an event. Men were, listen, just in a nutshell, Kyle Barker.
Yes.
Like,
Speak on Brother Kyle for a second. Always had that shit on.
always put that shit
Smelling good.
on. There was not a
Yeah.
pleat that was out of place. That man was never wrinkled. And I just knew he smelled good.
Shout out to
And
Kyle.
and you know, uh see today men just feel like, man, take me as I am or have nothing at all. And then expect for you to look like how your mama used to when she would
Mm-hmm.
go dancing and plotting on your daddy. How that's supposed to work? Nah, they came in the slacks, the long sleeve tops that had patterns or stripes or colors. The
Sometimes
tie.
they had the fresh perm with it, you know?
Oh my goodness, everything came together down to the jewelry.
Yes. Pinky
Like,
rings.
you you were showing your best self, and it's like, if your goal is to meet somebody with the potential of romance or whatever, you have to give me something to work with. Why do I want to be paired up with you? Why do I want to be associated with you? Why should I let you buy me a drink? And in turn, why should I want
Mm-hmm.
to buy you a drink? Why should I want to be with you? Let me see your best self. And then together we're being our best selves. And now their best selves are going to prom in May and June, 30 years later.
Yep. Listen. Better
And
together.
we had it together. Again, we used to be a proper country. And folk was wearing stockings and heels down to the club.
Yep.
Okay, there was just
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
way that there was just a way that you acted. And we are the last of that generation. We're the last to have seen that time, and we are the only ones who can maintain the upkeep of that culture. Because if we do not, it is gone.
I agree. I agree. Damn. Shani, listen. I knew you was gonna be preaching, so I didn't think you'd be doing it like this. I was like, you making my job so easy because I don't even have to guide you that much and use that much effort because you take the bait and you turn it into a whole meal. You take
Like,
one fish and make it 10. You know what I'm
uh,
saying?
what? Hold on now. Now that's text. That's Bible.
Hey, I
But
said it for a reason.
it's just, ooh. It,
Yeah,
oh, I told y'all this was gonna be, a
I
lot
get
to
it.
hear. Um, Dag, it was something that I was about to say, and it might come back to me
Okay.
um in a second. But yeah, we used to be a proper country. Oh yeah, when I was saying that this was a lost art. Being a millennial is so hard. We've
Why is
seen
that?
we've seen so much in our lifetime, and we're not even 40. And when I say that this is a lost art, like we are people, we are social chameleons. We can adapt into anything because even though we don't associate with them,
And we have
a
to a
lot
lot of
of us
times.
understand the YNs.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
listen to the YN music. We find them funny. We can blend in with the YNs, and
The
uh,
YNs is
and
hilarious.
now I'm working with the YNs. I'm trying to teach them a little something.
God
And
bless you, Shani.
they not receptive. It's terrible.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But you know, uh, we got so much on our plates and on our shoulders, and I just ask that when it is our time for the AARPs to kick in,
Ooh, listen.
that y'all give us a little grace. Okay, I hope that y'all are inclined to treat us the way that we are treating our elders.
Please do.
Um, because
My
we
back hurting right now.
out here just doing our life for you. We done went through what we done went through, and we trying to prevent you from going through what we went through. But y'all ain't trying to listen. Y'all gonna learn one day, but whew, it is so much, and so like we have so much responsibility in preserving the culture of yesteryear, while cultivating a culture of today, um, because a lot of us are also operating in uh, creating our own realities. And when I say creating our own realities, I mean, like, for example, with parenting, a lot of us will make a decision to parent maybe in a way that was different from how we were parented, or
Yes.
um coming from a place of I wish I had pizza on for dinner on Fridays, and so now every Friday I got pizza money. Um, and so it's so much that's taking place that our generation, because if not us, then who? We're taking on that burden just to make sure that for the next generations to come, that things can possibly run smoothly, or at least smoother than it would have been had we not intervened. Um so yeah, I just ask y'all give us a little bit of grace, but like also start to care. Start looking into
Yes.
your history, start asking questions, start learning why things were the way that they were, start seeing why we are operating the way that we are operating. Start seeing why some of the ways that y'all think and act are problematic. Um, Especially when it come down to these relationships. Oh Lord. Y'all sit up and talk about y'all want to be married, um, and want to have these classic relationships and marriages that people got,
Hmm.
and you're not trying to do this classic relationship stuff that people was doing.
Work.
And you also don't know what was going on behind the scenes, but even if you
That
got
part.
a glimpse, it ain't gonna work for you because y'all just don't do, like, y'all don't, you barely taking the garbage out. Okay, like, y'all don't cook and y'all brag about that. Um, Y'all brag about having money to go out every night, but not paying somebody to cook for y'all every night. And that's how we know that y'all heads is not in the right places. And we trying to bring y'all back. We trying to lasso y'all back to where y'all need to be, but y'all just so strong headed. And it comes to a point where we just gotta let y'all be and just operate in the way that we operating in, and then y'all don't find out until y'all fuck around and find out, and it's not until it's too late. Um,
Hmm.
we trying to catch y'all before it get too late, beloved. Take notes, okay? Like,
I love it.
cause again, we not even 40.
Some of us, yeah. That's so funny with like, uh, so like millennials. There's like the elder millennials, and then there's us, like the middle of the pack millennials, right? Like we are, in my opinion, the best part of it because we got to experience the new while
Hmm.
also embracing the old and putting those together. And in my opinion, perfecting the two because some of the old sometimes get stuck in the old ways too much, and I think it has to be a balance of appreciating things from the 70s and the 80s and how your parents did it, while also growing with this new culture and trying to embrace that culture openly without shutting them off and making it where they can't speak. And like the balancing act that the middle of the pack millennials do, I think deserves more credit because we bring them both together, like the our parents and then the kids who are like the 16, 17. We do our best. It ain't easy, but to bring all these genres together because it's necessary.
For sure. And and that's what a lot of our productions do.
Hmm.
Our productions either they portray people who are going through the same things, or and we watch how they handle it, or um it teaches us how to handle it, or it gets our mind off of it completely.
Yeah.
And just uh makes us, not worry about it, at least in the moment. Um
Hmm.
and oh god, I just love seeing just black existence on display,
Yeah.
especially in a positive light and in a comedic light. Because one thing we're gonna do is laugh. It don't matter what is going
Absolutely.
on.
Like in
It
this
can be
movie.
the most serious moment, and we're gonna have a laugh.
Yeah.
And we are the most unserious people, like the most serious and unserious people to ever live on this planet.
Absolutely.
And I again, I'm sorry if you are not gang. I really feel sorry for you. And
Me
still
too.
stay where you at, but like, I hate this for you. I hate that you not with the gang with the motherfuckers you thinking, because the I can't even begin to describe how lit it is over here. Even with the
Thousand
struggles,
percent.
even with the ups and downs, and the agreements and the disagreements and the discourse that we have on the daily, at the end of the day, I would rather still be melanated than not.
Yes. And the culture is a huge part of that. Like before we wrap this up, I want to make sure I talk about why I chose this movie to wrap up this first season of the Cinematic Soul because the soul in our movies is what I feel is the most important part. They're not all Oscar worthy, right? They're not all Academy Award movies,
Hmm.
but the impact, for one, that they have on the culture. Like this movie in particular, This movie had a rocky start. You know, it didn't really get the love from the critics. Roger Ebert tore this movie fucking up. Like he had the worst to say. And you know, like from his standpoint, I kind of get why you would think that. But that's also because you're not in that culture.
Hmm.
And this movie is very specific for the culture. Like I think it cemented its place in black cinema for numerous reasons.
Hmm.
And in that, it's a testament to not only the power that we have, but the power of black women to showcase their different styles and crazy looks, the sisterhood, especially like your girl saying, "Let's take our savings and go to California because I just got a feeling." Everybody ain't gonna do that, but if you got you a ride or die, if you got that girl who you would, go get hit by a bus with, you gonna do that, and that's what Mickey did for Niecy. Like a lot of black women have those kinds of friends, and I value that. I like to showcase those relationships and that sisterhood thing. And this film did that, from the fashion trends and the songs in it. This movie was more than just a comedy. I laughed my ass off, but there were times where it got serious and you could just see the layers in it. And it's a celebration at the end of the day. You gotta dream big. You gotta think big, bitch. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
that's what this movie is
Just
all
thinking
about to me
small.
in the end of it. Right. You gotta think big. You gotta
Okay.
think big,
No,
bitch.
for real.
You know what I
It's
mean?
like,
Yeah,
even
absolutely.
in the different ways that this movie played out, because it's not completely realistic um
No, no, yeah, of course not.
for what we see, in the movie. That of course that is just drama, but it you still have to wrap it. You have to bring out the wholesome part of it all. Um, and in addition to what you were saying about having a homegirl that's a ride or die, that was also something that was being instilled um in the culture. There was never a time when your mama was not with her homegirl.
Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
my mom has entirely too many people that I can consider her homegirl.
Same, same.
You know, and the personalities balanced out, and they were
Hmm.
always like-minded people. Um, and it's crazy too because when I think about it, uh, I could be the friend that says, "Let's go here" because I got a feeling, but I can also be the one that's like, "Girl, is you crazy?"
Same, right.
Like,
Me.
I man, yeah, you crazy, but I promise you, if don't nothing come from this, that's your ass. And
Right, right. This better work.
you know, and for it to be a this better work, and it not only did it work, it worked 2, 3, 12, tenfold.
Tenfold, yeah.
Um, and then also the comedic relief when it comes down to anytime it's black people teaching white people some black shit, it's always some note of hilarious. I'm often
She says
reminded,
she hopes your mama don't get played.
man, on the real, it's like, oh my god, the language that we used, the slang. That's probably one of
Hmm.
my favorite things about being black too, just our language and how we communicate with one another. People be dead ass confused when we say certain stuff, and it's like, you didn't hear me. um, and
I spoke pretty clearly, yeah.
like how did you not understand? Word up, I was wrong, and I be sorry. Like what you mean?
I see.
How didn't you
Oh
understand
man.
what I was just saying to you? But I'm often reminded, especially when you watch Babs, I'm reminded of the time that Patti LaBelle went on Tyra Banks' talk show,
Yes.
and they had some lady there, and she made cupcakes,
No, no, no.
and she,
Yeah, that was crazy.
and she told Patty
That was
not to
crazy.
eat the paper, and Patty was just like, why would I eat the paper?
She tried Miss Patty whole
um,
life.
ooh wee, uh, but just like the interaction that was,
Hmm.
and when it comes down to watching shows like The Kitchen, because what is that lady named Sunny? Yeah,
Sunny,
Chef
yeah.
Sunny. Even though some of them recipes be questionable, um, when you show white people how to properly cook something, and it's
Yes.
like,
Yes.
oh yeah, that
Wow.
wow, no wonder mine tastes like trash because I didn't put this and that and that and this because I was taught this, that, and the third. So, um, yeah, this movie was just it's a movie that definitely takes you through a number of emotions. Um it can make you form opinions and then change them. Um, Again, there's so many angles that you can look at this movie from. Um, and oh, it's just overall, it's a great movie. Can't be duplicated. Casting was perfect, even though this casting was not necessarily bingo card casting. Um, You know what? I have a question
Right.
for you. If you could cast Babs, would you like who would you cast?
See, I don't even think we got enough time for that. Ooh, you talking about? Yeah, yeah. I don't think we got enough time. I'm on like 20%. Let me see.
Ooh,
Do you mean back then or now?
I'm gonna say back then because now
Because
I
I
don't
think it
even
might be
think.
different. Back then. If I had to recast the main characters, I think I might keep Natalie as
Okay.
Nikki. But let me see. Let me see. Who in '97 could have played Halle Berry's role alongside Mickey? That's a great question. Um, so it's funny. I only say her because of the parallels these two women have. So I'm gonna say this person because I'm curious as to how it could have worked. I think she has great comedic timing, but she doesn't get to show it often. And her and Halle Berry had, some roles that were mine, but now it's yours, like a couple of times. So I would say keep Mickey as Natalie and recast Niecy as
Mhm.
Angela Bassett. Um,
Mm.
and I say that because I'm just curious as to how it could have worked.
I was saying that I would do Lisa Ray because I think that's just a role that she could have bodied. Lisa Ray is somebody who was also fashion forward.
Agreed.
She was also part of the culture. Um, and she has versatility as an actress as well, and she is equally a baddie, equally somebody that I think
Hmm.
people would have enjoyed watching on the screen. And seeing her interact with Natalie, I think would have been a breath of fresh air as well. I think they would have worked with each other well as far as comedic relief is concerned. So yeah, Lisa Ray is the first person that I'm thinking of right now. She
Okay.
probably wouldn't have been my number one, but she's just somebody who comes to mind as to if I were to recast Niecy. I probably would
I
keep
can see
Natalie
that.
still for that role.
Yeah.
Outside of that role, maybe Monique.
Ooh, 97 Monique. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I can see that. That actually works very well. Lisa Ray and Monique. Damn. Okay. Nice. Damn. Monique. Wow. Yeah. She. Anyway. But no, that's a good recasting. Yeah. I think I'm gonna choose yours, and we're gonna go with yours because that definitely makes more sense. Especially Lisa Ray in '97. Yeah. I'm with that. I agree. Ah, Shani.
All
Well, let me
right.
thank you. Let me thank you for joining me on this episode. Like I said, I knew you would bring exactly what we needed on this, and you did, and then some. So I can't thank you enough for being you and just continuing to show us who you are and speak your truth every single time because some people don't do that. Like the sauce is getting lost and the recipes are getting destroyed. But I feel like you might help us keep them together. So thank you for coming on here and talking with me.
Thank you for having me. I mean, we say in church, if I can only reach one person, then I've done enough. So
Amen.
hopefully, I can help rebrand the culture brick by brick. This is not an effort that can be done solo. This is
Yes.
something that requires the village and the community to come together and work on. We need to get back to our values
Yes, yes.
and get back to the blueprint from whence we came and from whence we remixed. Um, but yeah, thank you so much for even affording me the opportunity to do this. I be in my complete element when I'm in this space. There are not enough spaces for this, and I'm glad that you are someone who has provided such a space. And
Oh.
I look forward to my next appearance
Oh, don't you
because y'all
worry.
y'all ain't seen the last of me.
Don't you worry. I was just gonna say I'm not gonna say them yet. I got some movies in mind for season 2 in a couple months that yeah, you'll be back. Don't worry. Don't you
Yeah, I
worry.
look forward to it.
Absolutely. And then lastly, where can they find you if you want them to?
Oh, fine. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Damn Girl You Know Everybody.
Hmm.
You can find me on TikTok at Tiny Bigs, two Y's, two G's. And then on Facebook you can find me at Shani Showbiz. Please get I need my followers up and I need some engagement as well.
Run the
And
numbers up, y'all. Come on.
I will talk about any black TV show or movie or whatever. We can do some discussing, okay? We can even talk old black music cuz I'm TT for real.
I love it.
Okay?
Come on, TT Shopper.
So yeah, let me know and I'm down to collab. I'm down uh to feature on stuff, I don't bite. Just keep it cute.
I love it. I love it. And on that note, y'all, that is a wrap on season 1 of the Cinematic Soul podcast. As
Yay.
always, thank y'all for listening. Stay proud, stay black, and keep the soul and cinema alive. Please. Peace and love.
Peace and love, y'all.